So has this been an amazing day of just a brain trust of brilliant people, including all of you in the room making new connections? And I will say I was super excited that I got to be up here with these two ladies because they have been an inspiration to me. Many of us are listing lots of homes, but how many of us are getting creative in buying those houses? So we're going to have a conversation. Tina Marie, I'm going to pop it off with you first. And the question is just to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your past investment strategy.
Cool. Well, first of all, I want to say hello, because this is my first time. Actually, I just announced I was EXP last week, I think.
Let's go.
So,
woo!
So thank you for the warm welcome. This is the first time I've been in front of my new EXP family. I appreciate that. My investment journey actually just started not too long ago, I think 3.5 years ago. And when we talk about what we've accomplished, my husband and I hope that you guys are inspired to do the same thing. You don't have to start big. You just have to start. Talking about, we sell real estate every day, and you can't really talk to your client about real estate, about investing, unless you've really done it and feel it and experienced it yourself. So at some level, you have to experience that. So
do the thing.
Do the thing.
How about you, Allison? A little intro and about your past investment strategy.
My name's Allison. I have been in real estate for about 10 years. I have been investing for about 9 years. I started because I was a full-time high school teacher. I was about $600,000 in debt. I had 6 kids. No, I still have 6 kids.
What'd you do with them?
Still has the
I
kids.
didn't know we can get rid of them.
No, can't get rid of them. 6 kids, a lot of debt, long story as to how I got there. But I just said, what am I going to do? And so I just got my real estate license to start doing it on the side. I did that for about a year before I said, man, I'm going to have to sell a whole lot of houses to get rid of this $600,000. So this isn't working. What else can I do? And so I said, I think I'm going to flip a house. Don't know how, don't know anyone, don't have a dollar. My credit score is literally 400. What am I going to do? And within 3 months, I flipped my first house. That's how I started.
So you're hearing Tina Marie and Allison share that it started with getting started.
Yeah.
So I want everyone to really take that moment and take that all in and own it, that you can leave here and start today.
Absolutely.
So super inspiring. So Tina Marie, tell us a little bit about what is your action plan of investing over the next 5 years?
My action plan, well, I don't
What
really
you going to do?
I don't have a plan. My only plan is to plan to have some passive income. Myself and my husband, we have a dollar amount that we're trying to reach. And then once we get that dollar amount, then we're good. We're out. As far
Freedom
as that.
number.
Freedom. I look for the liberty. The liberty, because what investing allows me to do for myself, for my family, is I can't put that in words. And it's the liberty to be able to make those choices to either do this or do that. So that's why. And the funny thing is we invest in the same city.
We just found that out.
So I'm super excited to collaborate with Allison about that. So, and I manage my properties from here in California. So.
And interesting, so you're both doing something completely different this year, though, than you were doing last year.
Yep.
Like many of us in this room that are focused on real estate transactions. So, Allison, tell us a little bit about how you've created a new vision of how you're going to find success.
So when I started flipping, I was just like so excited to get my first house and like the journey and post the videos and all the design stuff. And then I realized this is the job, and this job is dependent upon the market being good. And so, but the money was rolling in because the market was good. Around 2021, I said, I think things are changing, because what I've always done is I've always bought and sold all my properties on top of listings. My husband's in the military. I've worked with a lot of veterans, just tried to, pass knowledge on to them. But around 21, I said things are starting to shift. That's why I like to be on the front line. Number one, nobody cares about my money but me. Number two, I could just tell from each transaction what is a collective, pattern that I'm starting to see here. I need to figure out how to get some passive income. But then 2022 happened. Some other things happened in my business where I said, I've got to be independent. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. But what I decided was I was going to build a passive income portfolio I knew it wasn't going to be in California because I wanted to do it on my own. I had not worked with, I grew up in the business with basically a lot of private lenders and didn't really want to do the institutional lender. But then I said, you know what, I'm going to use an institutional lender because then I'm going to be able to go and buy these properties. So my experience of flipping, hundreds of homes over the last 9 years has become that I was eligible to get a large credit line, and then I realized that credit line works in 48 states. So I said, where can I go? Where is a cash flowing market where I can build stuff? And so what I did was I used that knowledge and that thing, picked my market, which is in Ohio, and bought my first, I said, so my goal is specific. Goal number one, I want $250,000 every month coming in passively after all the bills are paid. So that's goal number one, and that's going to happen in the next couple years. Do I know all the steps? Nope. Don't know. How's that all going to happen? I do not know. I just wake up every day and I work. So that is my goal.
The work works.
When
you're intentional.
The work works.
And what I got to know a little bit about you ladies in our prep was that in this industry, if there's a problem and it's something you're passionate about solving, you find a solution, that's your business. And so I wanted you to share. We'll spend more time here because I think it's where you hear less of this on stage. We hear about the success, and you're like, whoo, Allison is on her way. She's going to have the $250 in her bank account. I believe in her. Look at the success stories that Tina Marie has created. So tell us more about the struggle, because what's like the hardest, darkest day or a challenge that you've overcome that might inspire someone here on how they can break through it?
Well, I was just in court via Zoom this morning for eviction, so, and then I came here. But the challenge is, kind of like Allison, we thought it was all, let me just invest my money. I had a bulk of money that I was going to invest and went to, where can I put that money somewhere and put it to work? Because if I put it in my bank account, my lifestyle was going to absorb it. And at the late age that I was, I had no retirement. I had no investments. So we decided to put that money to work, and we invested in Ohio. Same thing, because it was entry level, was easy enough. I mean, it was obtainable to me. Thought we would have a manager manage it, and everything would be great, right? But nobody cares about my money more than me, so I had to watch my money, and I ended up getting fired 2 times by 2 different management companies. So I'm like, wait, what do you mean you're not going to? I 30 days to put my property somewhere. It is what it is. Real estate here is the same as real estate over there. I just implemented a system, and I'm like, okay, well, I can do this over there. Nobody's going to care about my properties more than me. I'm going to watch my dollars and cents. So I started managing my properties from California in Ohio, and it doesn't come without its challenges. But you know what? You just, you keep your eye on what you're wanting to do, and you keep, seeing the results, pivot a little bit and move on. But I will say what I did do is spend time on what I wanted to see. Because when you're investing, when you look for something, you'll find it. But if you don't have a clear path of what you want to look for, you're going to get sidetracked by everything else. When I started to invest, I was like, I'm just going to invest in Ohio. That's all I knew. And then I got priorities. I got buy boxes. I don't buy properties. I don't buy single families out of state. I only buy multi-units. I don't buy properties that are not rented, because I'm over here. If they're not rented, there might be something wrong with them. I can't fix them as quickly as if I could here. So, little things that you need to know so that you can, not worry so much about your property. Yesterday I had a walkthrough, a Zoom FaceTime with an inspection. You learn these little tips and tricks so that you can, secure your asset, and you can kind of switch things as you go. So that's what I would say.
How many people told you that was a bad idea?
To invest? Out of state? Oh, I think people think I already know that I'm crazy, and so they're like, oh, there goes Tina again. So I really didn't get that. I love, my mother's here. Hi, Mom. So, and she, she's just like, yeah, she's got it. She's got it, So I don't think I've ever heard that's a bad idea. Maybe managing the properties, I always get the side eye, like, how do you manage properties from California? It's creative. You get creative. Rosie's been with me when I've been in the car with the police officers. I'm going to get out of my house. So
hold on, please. Yeah.
She's been there while I did that. So I rolled up. I'm like, you just want, where's Fadi? You got to walk in there with confidence. You have to have that confidence.
Match crazy with crazy.
You do. They got out of my house.
And I just want to add that you've created that environment, though, of people that are actually supporting you and believe in you. So congrats on that.
Not only have I've gotten that environment, but what happened because of that problem of didn't have anybody to manage my property, I now manage other people's property. Ooh. So we manage, we try to help. Because, listen, I'm here the reason why I'm up here is to help you guys. So, everybody, I have a few people that are like, hey, I got $10,000. I'm like, come on, let's see what we can do with it. And let's invest in it. And if your dollar can go a little further over there than it can here, then great. At the end of the day, I want to help people invest and help people take that journey to passive income.
Amazing. Allison, tell us about a struggle or a challenge and how you overcame it. Tell us
I would say building a team is like the hardest part over there. So for me,
They don't work like us.
No, they don't. They really don't. It's a different mindset. There was a lot of things that I had that I didn't even know that I didn't know. Number one, I'd been flipping here, so I didn't realize I was really buying flips there, not rentals. I didn't realize my mind hadn't shifted yet. So I bought bigger projects than I should have been buying for what my goal was. So that's fine. I just fix it and I keep moving. I have to learn how to fail faster. If I need to fire someone, if I need to have those conversations, whatever needs to happen, it needs to be fast. I'm wasting time if I'm not doing that. I'm very specific on my goals. I was a single teen. When I was a teenager, I was homeless for 2 years, single mom, teenager. My parents didn't want me to keep the baby. They threw me out. I literally lived on the streets.
She's 32 now.
I'm 32.
Don't
do the math. And anyways, that gave me a passion because my hope when I was homeless was to have Section 8. I was on waiting list for an apartment. I waited in my car till I got that apartment. Now my vision there in Ohio is to provide those same Section 8 houses for those families that are waiting over there, and that's what I'm doing. But learning the system, thank you. Learning the system is not easy, but I just keep asking questions. I do not take no for an answer. I don't listen to anybody. Someone tells me no, I'm going to do what the heck I'm going to do. It's just like, not for you, not right now. And so that's the challenge, I would say, is really just building a team and getting straight on my goals.
And failing fast.
Failing fast.
Amazing story. And so what are the top 1 or 2 ways that you're identifying investment properties right now? Is it realtors? Is it off market? How are you?
I started a little different. It was really crazy. I kind of just bought a property on one street, and I door knocked. I got to know everybody, every seller. So finding, is Leo Parejas in here? Where is he? Is he here? I used Remind. Where is he? Woo! I was one of Leo's guinea pigs for Remind. So I use Reminds for data to get all the data, and I just cold called everybody. I make nice with agents out there. Now with the EXP platform, I'm able to make nice and have them work with me. Ooh. So I make nice with agents out there that already have listings. I'm like, okay, you have this one. Do you have other ones? Where's your sellers? Let's create the market for us. So you have to use your tools that you know here and implement them wherever you're going. And I think that's what sets us apart. I already know that because our hustle is different. Yes. It's not bad or good. It's just different. So our hustle over here is not something somebody else would do. I mean, it's just different. So if you use your hustle that you have here and your knowledge that you have here, you can implement it wherever you go. And with the investing, we did Ohio. I don't know her reasons why she went to Ohio. I went to Ohio. You got to check your market. And first, if you're going to invest out of state, invest on where you like to visit. If you like to visit somewhere, go there because you can just write it off. You can do anything. Yep. Unfortunately, I like to visit Chicago. Chicago is not a landlord-friendly state. So that would be my second tip is make sure that you guys know where you're investing. Make sure that they're landlord-friendly because if they're not, you're not going to do, you're going to fail and hopefully you fail fast. So.
Yep. And you're going to create your market.
Yep.
And I want to combine this question with how has your journey at EXP helped facilitate your growth?
So I cared zero about any brokerage I've ever worked with in 10 years. Zero. Now, I won't leave here. Period. And I'm not a play well with others, honestly. I've never been that. But what a cool network. What a cool opportunity. I am encouraged here to be an entrepreneur. I'm not giving crap for it like I was at other brokerages. And so for me, I used EXP Workplace to find my first property. It's like the Facebook. I went on there. I was like, first realtor I find from Cleveland, I'm going with her. I found her. She was a rock star. You use this network, it goes everywhere. It's not just in your market. So I would say use what we have here at EXP because this is a great company.
Amazing share. And we're wrapping up with 8 seconds, so give them some gold, Tina Marie.
Well,
oh gosh.
Based on EXP, I owned another brokerage, and the leverage that you can leverage and the abundance that you have here with this organization, it can really definitely grow your business in so many different ways. Not just, I'm not very savvy on the terms yet. Is it downline, sound share?
Family.
Okay,
family.
Not just family, but everything else. We like to share, and so we're able to share and help everybody else, whoever. My reach is endless. So I think
Let's
that's
grow.
That's amazing.
Love it. Give it up for these ladies.
All right.